Hey, what's going on, everyone? Tommy from ASSGear here, talking about the KP3 auto trigger drop-in kit that didn't come with a fucking manual. So, here we go. Alright, got the KP3 here. Everyone knows that. That's why you're here. Now we got this kit. Let's go what's inside of it. Alright, first we got the cam itself. Sorry for the delay. We got your new safety. We got this that also goes on the pump handle. That is part of the new cam system you're installing. Screw with a washer that also goes with the cam system. And we have a metal ball bearing and a spring for your new safety, just in case you lose it, but I'm going to show you an easier way to put it on that you don't have to worry about that. And last but not least, this magical thing. This is probably where a bunch of you are stuck on and don't know where it goes. That's what I did. I was stuck on it for 2 days, just tearing my fucking hair out, just trying to figure out what it goes to. But don't worry, I know where it goes now, and it works perfectly fine. Alright, first, I'm going to disconnect the macro line. I'm going to take off my grips. I'm using a 2.5. What you're going to use is a 2.5, a 3, and a 2 millimeter wrench Allen key. Yeah, usually I don't make videos, so sorry if the lighting's all fucked up and my vocal presence is kind of shitty. But I know I was having trouble putting this kit together for a while without the instructions and figured out how to do it, so I want to help other people because I know other people are probably dealing with the same issue. Alright, so next we're going to take off the trigger frame from the rest of the body. It's going to be a 3 millimeter wrench. Fully loosen the back screw off. Put that over to the side. And then loosen up the front bolt, but don't take it off all the way. Make it slide out. Alright, so I loosen that. Just pull the trigger frame back. And there you go, you got your two pieces right here. I'm going to set this part off to the side, because that's the easiest part. We'll go on that later. Alright. First, we're going to swap out the existing safety with the new one they gave us, so you can use the cam system. What I'm going to do is show you how to just swap it out without having to deal with the bearing and the spring popping out. This is an easy way to do it. What you're going to do is you're going to take it exactly how I have it, with this cutout facing up. You're going to press it against the initial safety. Let's see if I can get it on camera without fucking it up. Push it in. Make sure it's flush. And just slide the old one out. You're going to hear one click, two click, and you're golden. Alright, so that saves you the headache of trying to fuck around with the ball bearing and the spring falling out. If it did fall out, what you got to do is right in here, just drop the spring back in. Having the ball bearing sit perfectly on top is going to be a pain in the ass. When that happened to me, I used a small Allen wrench, dropped in the hole up top right here, pressed it down, and then you do the same thing. You just push it, wait till it clicks, and you're good to go. Alright, so you got that installed on there. Next, I will show you the part that is tripping everyone up. Alright, so we're going to take out two pins right here. We're going to take out this pin up top. Let me see if I can get a good angle. This pin and this pin. You're going to want to flip it around and this is where you're going to punch from. So just take a punch. There we go, it's better. Put your punch on top, a hammer. Got one through. And now you're going to do the next one. Pull that out, put that to the side. Get the other one out of the way. Yeah, if you hit it from the other side, you're not going to be able to punch it through. I don't know if it's going to pick it up on the camera. See how there's little grooves on there? That's to stop it from going all the way through. So if you're hitting it on one side, it's not moving, switch it over to the other side and you're hitting it the right way. Alright. This is the problem that everyone's dealing with right now. With that little bushing I was talking about before. This is where that goes. There's one way you want to put it. You're going to want the hole facing the back. So just drop that sucker in, it should fit. Fits right inside like that. Doesn't have to look pretty, just make sure the hole is facing the back. Then what you want to do is you want to slide that in and put your pins back in. You want to do this sear first. I'll show you in a second why. You don't have to put it all the way in, just make sure that it's through the hole. Then you're going to take your thumb, push down on that, and then you're going to put the last pin back in. Once that's in, you're good to go. Just put it back in. I know I should be using a rubber mallet or some, but it's okay. So that's the main thing that's been fucking everything up. Before, if you pushed on this sear, you can wobble it back and forth. That bushing only allows it so it's sticking forward, and that's why you're not getting the auto trigger action. Alright, so that's done out of the way. Now we're going to move over to this. We can actually put this back together. Also too, before you put this on, that safety you put in, make sure the flat spot is facing up so you can pull the trigger. You'll know if you got it fucked up because you wouldn't be able to pull the trigger all the way back. Just make sure you can pull the trigger to a full pull. Alright, so put that shit back on, flip it over. Alright, when that's back together, put the macro back on, you're good to go. Alright, now you're going to take your 2-wrench, pop off your pump handle. Now you're going to slide this cam sleeve over it. Slide that back behind the eye cover, and then You can tighten it down a little bit or snug it up, but you don't really have to. Just put the pump handle back on. Basically, the main factor of this video was showing where to put that bushing at. It goes in where the sear pin is, or the sear. That's the correct terminology for it. The rest you can watch that ANS video of the actual fully assembled trigger or trigger assembly for the KP3. When I marked this out, I got 23.2 millimeters on my caliper, and that was like my sweet spot for it. It'll probably change with everyone else. People using inches, it's going to be 1.6 inches. So line that bitch up. Make sure it's straight. That's a 2.5. Alright, maybe it was a 2. Alright. Yeah, it looks pretty straight to me. Next, you take your cam arm, slide over on top. Screw it on. And that's it. Just so you know it's working, that's regular fire, holding down the trigger. And that's what it's supposed to do. So, yeah, that's it. Like I said, for the most part, it was just that one piece that's probably giving everyone an issue, that bushing for the sear. Once you do that, you could watch the ANS video of their KP3 trigger frame fully assembled thing. But yeah, that's about it. So hopefully this helped everyone out and saved you some frustration. That's it, man. Alright, cool.